Now, I'll be discussing with you a bit about the sprung rhythm. As in my last class, I just told you about the way Hopkins invented this technique of sprung rhythm and how it could be associated and understood in a better way. Now, the dictionary meaning that you can see here on the screen is the sprung rhythm basically means it's a noun, a poetic meter approximating to speech, each foot having one stressed syllables followed by a varying number of unstressed ones. Now, I already spoke to you in the last class about the stressed and the unstressed syllables and the other things that has already occurred in this and what is the pattern of sprung rhythm. Now, sprung rhythm refers to the arrangement of stresses rather than syllables in a line of verse. The first syllable is stressed and is followed by a number of unstressed other syllables. Now, Hopkins here he chose to use it rather than iambic pentameter. Now, if you should be aware of the term iambic pentameter. Iambic pentameter basically is a line of verse with 10 syllables, and the rule here is that the first syllable is being unstressed, which is followed by the next stressed syllable. That is, suppose if you have the I told you gave you the example of the word father, or any of the words with two syllables. I give you the example, so we can take teacher. Now, in the word teacher, if we can say that we can divide the word teacher into two syllables, t and ch, because we cannot say t, ch, r. We cannot say there are four syllables, because if we say there are four syllables, then we have to divide the word, pronounce the word according to the four syllables. Like if I say t, ch, r, so we don't say like this t, ch, r. We say teacher. So t is the first complete syllable, and ch is the next syllable. Now, in this syllable, we have to find out that which one is a stressed and which was unstressed. Means in which syllable the focus is stress is coming on, which it is not coming on. That is T, the stress is coming on the first syllable or the second syllable. So, do we say teacher or we say teacher? So, do we put the stress in the second syllable? So, iambic pentameter is a line of verse in which there are 10 syllables in all in one line, and then, of course, the rule is the first is unstressed, the second is stressed. Or free verse because he believed it felt more natural. So, Hopkins didn't use this iambic pentameter kind of a pattern, but he used this uh, uh, sprung rhythm. Now, this is due to the fact that it is stress timed rather than syllable timed. So, it's stress timed and rather than syllable, because syllable time means we don't have to bother more about the syllable, we have to bother more about the stress. So we can see that according to Hopkins, its intended effect was to reflect the dynamic quality and variations of common speech. The spirit and principles of sprung rhythm influenced the rise of free verse in the early 20th century. So, sprung rhythm is not something very technical, no matter it's a technical thing which was invented and innovated by Gerald Manley Hopkins. And what we exactly need to understand is little bit of technique, that we should know what is a foot, what is a syllable, what is a meter, and of course rhythm, because it's sprung rhythm. And the second thing is we should also know what is an iambic pentameter, because we need to compare little bit. In fact, not exactly compare. We need to understand these, uh, uh, you know, patterns of writing and speech in order to understand what exactly sprung rhythm uh, meant, and the reason why it was invented by Hopkins. So that's all for the class. Thank you.